This week on my update, the Jane Street Baptist Church presentations at the Heritage Committee, the Hermitage requests by the Conservation Authority to tear down to 3 feet the mansion in Ancaster, and the taking down of the Pearl Street Bridge from the Toronto, Hamilton, Buffalo Railroad days of 1895. So they put up the final boarding on the Pearl Street walk bridge. This was one of the original TB Toronto, Hamilton and Buffalo Railroad line in 1895, and it's be the last bridge coming down. It's kind of a remarkable thing that about 120 years later, after this bridge, which sort of symbolizes the dividing of the neighborhoods in half, and actually contributed to the slow deterioration of Corktown, dividing the different Irish communities from the major social gathering points within the community, and creating this huge barrier. In the when the tracks first went through, other than a short section here that was underground, most of it was above ground at street level, and it would create huge traffic jams, both in the buggy and carriage days and in later on when the cars started becoming more prevalent on the streets. So then in the 1930s, when they built a new railroad station across the street from where it used to be on Jane Street in Hunter, they raised the tracks above ground and created bridges so that traffic could drive through. This only made the situation worse because now you essentially had like a Berlin Wall dividing the different sections of the community. You couldn't even walk through backyards anymore. And the other impact of the railway going through the neighborhoods, not so much in the Durand neighborhood, but particularly in the Corktown neighborhood, is that factories then started developing along the railroad lines because they had good access to shipping out their products to the United States and to Toronto and to Montreal. So it really had a significant impact, and about 120 years later, after that initial carving out of the communities into with the railroads, this bridge is coming down. It just goes to show that Hamilton has often gone through many different impacts of transportation, whether it was the original steam shipping, the rails, or the current road system that really affects how Hamilton grows and develops over time. So it's one of those fundamental defining characters of Hamilton, is that how we get around really defines this community much more than many other features that we would associate, like heavy industry or the type of industry we have.